on for a late night craft session, and I thought you guys could join me while I put together my mini Wednesday layout. So every Wednesday, my friend and fellow close to my heart consultant sister Michelle and I put together mini layouts for our blog post, and we just do different inspiration, maybe things that we've seen in a magazine or on Close to My Heart blog or Pinterest, or maybe it's just something we saw on a card and wanted to adapt it to a mini layout. So if you're not familiar with mini layouts, they're typically 6x8 is a very popular size for them. So I am just getting my laptop fired up here so that I can also, talk if anybody happens to pop on, and I can answer questions or what have you. So for this particular layout, it's actually going to be a double layout, and I'm pretty excited because I'm going to use up some of my stash here, but I'm also going to use the stamp set several times. I've already pre-cut some things. I'm going to use the quotable words, and so I've gotten this pre-cut in the Bluebird, and I've got the little love pre-cut and stamped already from this little thing. Now this paper that I'm using is retired. It's the old Celebrate Today. It's all retired, and I'm just bashing my stash and kind of using what's in there. So let's get started. I think I'm going to do some journaling doodles with my journaling pen. Like I said, it's going to be a double layout. So I have two base pages that are going to be, they're not going to be, they actually are. Oh my gosh, it's been a very long day. 6x8. So each of these are 6x8. And then I have two pieces that are cut at 5 and 3, which was 8, and then 6. So it's 5 this way, 6 this way, 3 this way, 6 this way. Right, and then so then I'm just going to put these together so they can see, and I'm going to adhere these in the center so they marry up just like they would if it was a traditional scrapbook page. Hey Luann, how are you? All right, let's see. Just trying to get this fired up. Okay. Nice to see you pop in. Haven't heard from you in a long time. Kind of miss your face, being able to chit chat with you. Okay, so I'm just going to use my fingers to kind of line this up on the line here. We'll build this up, and so today I actually have pictures. I actually went through my phone and my Facebook page, my personal page, and I printed off over 200 pictures the other day. So then I'm just going to line these up to the edge. And I'm just kind of keeping today's thing very, very simple. It's nothing too exuberant. And then we'll do this up here like this. So there's our double layout. Now, I'm going to adhere my picture down to my cardstock first and then cut it so that everything lines up and it's even. So I'm going to be pretty generous with my adhesive. Just trying to keep this on camera. This is my husband and my kids, all 4 of them. So I have those down. And really quick before I cut this, I'm going to journal it. I'm going to doodle right on top of my picture, but I kind of want to draw the eye in away from maybe the background, and you've got my in-laws dog in there and things like that. So I'm just going to doodle right on top of this. Now, what's really nice about this doodle pen or this journaling pen is it is fade resistant and waterproof. So once this bad boy dries, it's not going to smear, which is really nice because, if you're going to do this on top of your pictures, the last thing you want to do is have it smear right on top. That would be a big no-no. So see how I just ran my hand right over and it didn't smear. So I love doing little doodling and just kind of draws the eye in. So I know that this piece here, one side is 5 and one side is 3, and I want majority of my picture to be on this side. Let me put it so it's straight for you. Okay, So you know that I want it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this down, and then I'm just going to cut the side that's not adhered down. I hope that makes sense. So I'm not going to put any adhesive on this side. So I'm going to get it right where I want it. Let me add the other pieces in. So I encourage you to do this. Just grab your scraps. These are just scraps that were in my stash. There's no rhyme or reason. I just grabbed a big piece and said, okay, how am I going to put this on here? Put him over here, let him hang off a little bit. Make sure these are nice and straight. And the fun part will be, I keep moving them. Seriously. I'm trying to see, like, I don't want to like cut right through my husband's face on here, or, you know, so I'm trying to see where this is going to get cut. There, that looks good. Okay, so now I'm going to take this over to my paper trimmer. Or actually, I'm going to bring that over to the camera. I'm going to flip this over and then just line that up. And now I can adhere this down. No one's face was cut off. And then I can just match it up on the other side. See how easy that is? Just to, you know, just simple little tips and tricks when you're, you know, doing something like this. And then I can just use my finger, line it back up, and no one knows the wiser. Obviously they do, but you know what I mean. So now there's that. So I want to add some accent pieces in. And gosh bless it, you know what I forgot to do? I wanted to put this on top, but you know what? I'm still going to do it. 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 It's just going to be different. So there's no wrong way to scrapbook. There's just improvising, right? So I just dovetailed this piece. Yeah. And I'll do the same thing. I'm going to dovetail one end of it. I'm going to adhere it down to where I want it, flip it over, cut it, adhere the other side. And then I know for sure it's straight. It's right where I want it to be. Make sure. Oh, you know what? I guess, yeah, I can do it right down here. I was going to say, oh my gosh, it's going to hide everything. But it's not. Okay. Make sure it doesn't hide any of my faces for my kiddos. Perfect. Flip this over. Cut it off. I wanted to wrap it around the picture, but see where that got me. And then I'll bring this in and dovetail the other end. And when I dovetail, all it means is that I'm just going as best in the middle as I can, going from one corner to the center of that cut. And there's what you call a dovetail. And now I can adhere this end and down. Line that back up. Apparently I can't talk and concentrate at the same time. Perfect. So now that's all in there. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I'm going to bring these pieces in up here. I'm going to do a little dovetail with them. This is going to go over here, true story. And then my stamp is going to go down here in the bottom. So I'm using this stamp. It's from Quotable Words. It's the one of the Stacy Julian stamps from Short Stories. And it says, the most treasured heirloom are the sweet memories of family. And I absolutely positively love this. You'll see that if you watch any of the videos, you'll see I use this in multiple of my work. I just absolutely positively love it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going for a triangle effect. So here, here, and here. So there's my triangle. So I'm going to put this down right here. Straight down, straight up. If I would have put my foam piece underneath, I wouldn't have had that blob on those T's and the Y right there, but it is what it is. And then I want to go ahead and add these pieces in. And I'm going to dovetail these also. But I'm going to do the ends of them, if that makes any sense. Sometimes you go like this. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to go end to end and give up. So I'm just working on that triangle effect. Yeah. That's all. So I hope everyone is getting a lot of craft time in. I know that Close to My Heart just made a really awesome announcement that they're going to work on opening up an album retreat that is going to be virtual, and it's going to be available for customers and consultants, which I thought was really cool because that's not something they've ever done before, and it's probably not something they're going to continue. It's just something that they're working on given the current state, you know, where we're kind of all encouraged to stay at home and get rest and, you know, little contact as possible to flatten this curve. So I thought that was really cool that they were offering something like that. And then, so then this is just going to come up here like so, and then I'm going to put my little love guy. So triangle, triangle, triangle. Of course, you could do this however you wanted. You don't have to use the same. I'm just using Scraps Up. I'm just trying to get my paper used up here. And I think I'm going to pop this up, to be honest with you. I think I like this better popped up. So I'm just going to grab some foam dots really quick and pop this up. And then we'll just add this right up to the corner and get that going. There we go. Great. Oh, that looks really, really cute. I'm going to do the same thing with this right here where it says True Story. I do have some journaling that I'm going to do about this. It was a great day. We all went out and we picked pumpkins at my in-laws' house, but just having the 6 of us all pictured together is a rare thing. Usually I'm the one behind the camera and my husband's kind of squinting off to the background like, do we have to do this picture? We just took pictures the other day, you know, typical guy stuff, right? So I'm just adding a little bit of foam up here to the top, and I'm going to do it there, and then I'm going to put one down here. I've already got my picture in place, so I'm okay with putting this right on top of it. Say hello if you're just joining in. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi and crafting with us. So I'm going to kind of start it a little bit up off the picture and then just put it down. So anyways, so we all go to the pumpkin patch, which my in-laws are just amazing. They always do, I'm going to start over here. They always grow pumpkins for us. Backstory, they're farmers. So that probably makes a difference, right? So they're farmers, and one of the big things that they grow in the garden, my husband is one of 6 kids. And so one of the things they always grow in the garden is a pumpkin patch. And then we all go over every fall and we all get to pick our own pumpkins. And I don't know, it's a little family tradition that we have. It's cute. The kids have a really good time. And this year was the first year that my youngest, who will be 3 in a couple of weeks, really got what was going on. You know, like she really understood that, you know, she wanted a pumpkin, and you know, she got to pick out exactly what it was going to look like and everything like that. So it was really exciting watching her make my husband go through and you know, pick out exactly what she wanted. And so what I'm doing right here is I'm just kind of drawing a doodle around the frame of my layout, and then I'm going to go through and kind of give it some fake staples. Just kind of adding it up, making it a little fun and friendly. This is going to go in my kids' album. You know, so I'm just kind of giving it a little whimsical feel to it, if you will. Just a couple of little marks on there, and it's just kind of dolling it up. So I will put my journaling right here. It's not a huge story, it's just a little story, but my journaling is going to go right here, and I'll spare you all of the journaling writing because my handwriting is atrocious. But very simple, quick, little easy mini layout, 6x8 using your scrap paper. And then I hope you guys enjoyed showing my little trick for cutting your pictures so they're nice and even for when you put it in your book. I'll post this up on my blog, and you guys have a fantastic Wednesday night. Till next time.